the 3 fastest ways to achieve your breakthrough in 2025. Have you ever felt like you're not reaching your full potential? Like there's a voice inside of you urging you to do more, be more, yet you struggle to take that first step? What if I told you that the key to unlocking the person you're meant to be has always been within you? You have the power to change your life. The question is, will you step up and seize that power? Facing your fears, the first step toward greatness. Hey there, I want to start with a question. What's something you're afraid of right now? Maybe it's taking that next step in your career, speaking up in a meeting, or making a big decision in your life. We all have fears. But here's the thing, fear is not a stop sign. It's a signal that you're on the edge of something amazing. It's a sign that you're about to break through and unlock your true potential. Let me share the story of Nelson Mandela. This is a man who spent 27 years in prison, yet never let fear crush his spirit. He spent decades in a tiny cell, cut off from his family, fighting for the freedom of others, and through it all, he never gave up. In fact, Mandela famously said, "I never lose, I either win or learn." Think about that for a second. He viewed every struggle, every hardship, not as a failure, but as a lesson. Mandela's journey wasn't easy, but it teaches us something important. Growth doesn't come from comfort. It doesn't come from playing it safe. True growth happens when we push through discomfort. When we look fear in the face and choose to take that first step, even if it's terrifying. Maybe your fear isn't as extreme as being locked in a prison for decades, but we all have those moments when fear stops us from going after what we really want. So I want you to ask yourself, what's the fear that's holding you back right now? Is it fear of failure? Fear of rejection? Or maybe it's the fear of not being good enough. Now, here's the key. You don't need to conquer all your fears at once. What you need to do is take one small action today, just one, even if it's a tiny step toward what you're afraid of. Want to start that business? Maybe your first step is Googling how to get started. Want to run a marathon? How about lacing up your shoes and running around the block? Facing your fears doesn't mean you have to do it all at once. It's about that first step, the one that moves you forward. The power of consistency, small steps lead to big results. Now let's talk about something else that can make a huge difference in your personal growth. Consistency. Here's a truth that might surprise you. You don't need to make huge, dramatic changes to see real results. In fact, it's often the small, consistent actions that lead to the biggest transformations. Take Thomas Edison, for example. This man tried and failed 1,000 times before he invented the light bulb. Can you imagine how many people would have given up after the first, second, or even 500th failure? But not Edison. When someone asked him about his failures, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." Edison's story teaches us that success isn't just about one big breakthrough. It's about showing up every single day, doing the work, and making consistent progress. So, ask yourself this, what small action can you take today to move closer to your goals? Maybe it's reading just one page of a book you've been meaning to finish. Maybe it's practicing a skill for just 10 minutes. Maybe it's taking a small step toward your dream. We often overestimate the importance of one dramatic moment, but it's the small actions compounded over time that lead to massive results. Consistency is your secret weapon, so instead of worrying about how far you have to go, focus on taking that one small step today. One small action done consistently will add up. Putting it all together, embrace fear and consistency for growth. Here's the takeaway. Fear doesn't have to be something that stops you in your tracks. It can be the very thing that propels you forward. Every time you face your fear and take action, you're growing stronger, more confident, and more resilient. And when it comes to your personal growth, it's the small, consistent actions that will build the foundation for your success. Don't wait for some grand moment of change. Start where you are and make that one small move today, because that small step is where your greatness begins. So what are you waiting for? What's the one thing you can do today to face your fear? What's the small, consistent action you can start now to move forward? Remember, the journey to greatness doesn't start with one giant leap. It starts with a single step. And that step is up to you. Let's make it happen. Stay strong, stay consistent, and always keep moving forward. Overcoming setbacks. The road to resilience. We all face setbacks in life. It's a natural part of the journey, and the truth is, every person who's achieved greatness has faced their own share of struggles. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often comes down to how they handle those setbacks. Take J.K. Rowling, for example. You know her as the author of Harry Potter, one of the most successful book series in the world. But before she became a household name, she was rejected by 12 different publishers. Imagine that. 12 rejections. Most people would have given up after one or two, maybe even three, but J.K. Rowling didn't give up. She kept going, she kept believing in her story, her dream, and herself. And that persistence paid off in a way no one could have predicted. Think about that for a moment. What if she had quit after that first rejection? What if she had let those no's stop her from sharing her talent with the world? We wouldn't have the magical world of Harry Potter today. But because she didn't give up, millions of people, young and old, have been inspired by her books. Setbacks don't mean the end of the road. They are part of the process, part of your growth. Every failure, every disappointment is an opportunity to learn, adapt, and come back stronger. Failure isn't permanent, it's just a part of your journey. So ask yourself, how do you react when life doesn't go your way? Do you throw in the towel or do you stand back up and try again? Remember, the greatest people in history didn't avoid failure. They used it as fuel to propel themselves forward. They embraced the struggle, knowing that resilience is built through challenges, not ease. The importance of belief. What you think becomes your reality. Have you ever stopped to think about how powerful your beliefs really are? Your mindset shapes your reality. If you believe success is possible, you'll find ways to make it happen. But if you believe you're destined to fail, then that belief will hold you back every time. Look at Michael Jordan. He's often considered the greatest basketball player of all time. Yet, when he was in high school, he was cut from the basketball team. Imagine that. The future legend of basketball was once deemed not good enough. But did he let that define him? Absolutely not. He could have walked away, accepted the defeat, and decided that maybe basketball wasn't his path. But he didn't. He believed in his own potential. Instead of quitting, he used that setback as motivation, worked tirelessly, and became the player we all know and admire today. Jordan once said, "I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying." That mindset was the key to his success. The belief that failure wasn't the end, it was simply a stepping stone on the way to something greater. Your beliefs are just as powerful. If you believe in your potential, you'll take the actions necessary to make your dreams a reality. But if you don't believe in yourself, you'll never take those steps. So what would happen if you shifted your mindset? What would happen if you started believing in your potential? What would you attempt if you knew you couldn't fail? Belief is the foundation of personal growth. If you don't believe in yourself, you'll struggle to move forward. But once you unlock the power of belief, you'll find yourself capable of achieving things you never thought possible. Life is full of obstacles, setbacks, and challenges, but it's also full of opportunities for growth and transformation. Remember, success doesn't come to those who never fail. It comes to those who fail, learn, and keep pushing forward. Whether it's J.K. Rowling facing rejection after rejection, or Michael Jordan being cut from his high school team, these setbacks didn't define them. They fueled their drive to succeed. So what about you? How will you handle setbacks in your own life? Will you let them stop you, or will you rise above them? And most importantly, what will you achieve once you start believing in your potential? The road to success isn't always easy, but it's always worth it. Believe in yourself, embrace the setbacks, and keep going. Your success story is waiting to be written. What's stopping you from starting today? Let's make today the day you take that first step toward your dreams. Keep going, keep believing, and remember, capable more than you think. Taking action, turning dreams into reality. Dreams are beautiful, aren't they? We all have them. Big, bold dreams of success, freedom, and making an impact. But here's the truth. Dreams without action are simply fantasies. You can dream about your future all you want, but nothing changes unless you take that first step. It's easy to get caught up in the planning and visualizing part. Trust me, I get it. We all love to think about the what ifs and the perfect scenario where everything falls into place. But here's the thing, nothing will happen until you take action. Look at the story of Walt Disney. Imagine this, he was fired from his job at a newspaper. The reason? He wasn't creative enough. Can you even imagine? The man who would go on to create an entire universe of magic and wonder was told he wasn't creative, but that didn't stop him. He didn't sit around waiting for the perfect opportunity to land in his lap. He took action, relentless, determined action. He kept pushing forward even when everyone else thought he was crazy. Think about that for a moment. If Walt Disney had given up after that setback, we wouldn't have Disneyland. We wouldn't have Mickey Mouse. The entire world of Disney, the legacy, the magic, it all started because one man decided that failure wasn't the end. It was just the beginning. So here's my question to you. What action can you take today that will move you closer to your dream? It doesn't have to be a huge leap. Maybe it's just sending an email, signing up for that course you've been thinking about, or even setting a small goal for the next week. The point is, every action counts. Every step you take is progress, even if it feels small. Maybe you're working on a side project or you're studying for something new. Whatever it is, make today the day you take that first step. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll begin to see change. Remember, success isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's for those who are willing to act no matter how hard it gets. If you keep moving forward, even when it seems slow, you'll eventually look back and realize how far you've come. Surround yourself with the right people. Now let's talk about something that's just as important as taking action: the people you surround yourself with. Growth doesn't happen in isolation. You've probably heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about that for a second. Who are the people closest to you? Are they encouraging you to reach for your dreams? Or are they pulling you down into negativity, doubt, and complacency? It's not about cutting off everyone in your life, but it's about being intentional with the people you allow to influence you. If you want to grow, you need to be around people who challenge you, support you, and inspire you to be better. Take a moment and think about your inner circle. Are the people around you helping you reach your highest potential, or are they holding you back? It's okay to let go of relationships that drain your energy or keep you stuck in your comfort zone. Instead, seek out those who will lift you higher. Look at some of the most successful people in the world. They didn't do it alone. They surrounded themselves with mentors, like-minded individuals, and collaborators who pushed them to go further, to dream bigger, and to never give up. Take the example of Oprah Winfrey. She didn't get where she is by staying in her bubble. She surrounded herself with people who shared her vision, challenged her thinking, and supported her every step of the way. The same goes for you. If you want to grow, you have to be around people who make you want to grow. People who are just as passionate about their dreams as you are about yours. If you're unsure where to find these people, start by looking for communities both online and offline that align with your values and goals. Whether it's through social media groups, courses, or local meetups, there are so many ways to find people who will inspire and motivate you to take action. At the end of the day, dreams without action are just dreams. To turn them into reality, you have to take consistent, bold steps. But you don't have to do it alone. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and your vision. Ask yourself today, what's one small thing you can do to move closer to your dream? Don't wait for the perfect moment. The moment is now. So go ahead, take that action, connect with those who will support you, and make today the day you start turning your dreams into reality. You've got this. Keep moving forward, and the rest will follow. If this message resonated with you, don't just think about it, take action. Share your dreams in the comments below. Let's support each other and build a community of people who are ready to make their dreams happen. Remember, you have the power to change your life. It all starts with that first step. Take it now. As we wrap up today, remember this: your journey toward greatness starts with you. The power to transform your life is already inside of you. It's in your ability to face fear, stay consistent, overcome setbacks, believe in yourself, take action, and surround yourself with the right people. So, what's holding you back? The time to act is now. The world is waiting for you to step into your full potential. Are you ready to make a change? It starts today with a single decision. Believe in yourself, take action, and never stop growing.